Now, let's talk about Donald Trump and indeed Keir Starmer. He's cropping up a lot tonight, isn't he? This guy, Keir Starmer, our Prime Minister, never puts a foot right. Guess what he's done now? He's sanctioned sending 100 Labour volunteers to the key swing states in America to help Kamala, the Democrat campaigner, the Democrat candidate. 100. And it's just volunteers, there's nothing to do. Well, it is. You know, Starmer could have stopped this. Donald Trump is furious. He accuses Labour of interfering in a foreign election, as in America's, and he's written a legal letter to an organisation called the US Federal Election Commission to say that this is interference by a foreign country, as in Britain. And he's moaning about the far-left Labour Party, which has inspired Kamala's dangerously liberal policies and rhetoric. They're both as bad as one another, if you ask me. Let's cross over to God's own country. Our friend Greg Swenson, head of the Republican Overseas Organisation here in London, is back in America at the moment. He's in Chicago. Welcome, Greg.
Hello, Kevin.
Good to talk. Now, first of all, Donald Trump is clearly angry about this. And, you know, he's a pragmatist. He spoke to Starmer recently. He'll keep convivial relations with Starmer should he become president, and that's looking more likely by the day, by the way. But he won't forget this. How stupid, leading question, but I think you'll agree with it, how stupid was it of Starmer to sanction 100 Labour Party volunteers to go and help Kamala in the swing states?
Yeah, hard to disagree, Kevin. Pretty stupid. And, you know, really bad optics and bad timing, you know. And also, coincidentally, the news about the CCDH came out. And, you know, Morgan McSweeney, who founded that organization, is Starmer's chief of staff. So, you know, it's coming out around the same time. It's just not a bad, it's just a bad look. It's a bad optic 2 weeks before the election. And after the summer where, you know, both Keir Starmer and David Lammy were trying to kiss and make up with Trump, you know, some of the stuff that David Lammy has said in the past is just atrocious. You know, I mean, they talk about Trump being mean and, you know, using personal attacks and sending mean tweets. And then this guy's talking about Trump being, you know, a KKK sympathizer and a neo-Nazi. It's pretty aggressive stuff. And so, you know, this was just when they were, you know, you thought the relationship was being mended. They come out and do this. Not good timing at all.
Bear with us, Greg. I hope you can see these. If not, I'll explain them to you. But first of all, this is Steve Flynn. Take it away, Mr. Flynn.
Stephen Flynn.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In today's spirit of cross-party working, will the Deputy Prime Minister join me in applauding the brave Labour staff members who've travelled across the Atlantic to campaign against Donald Trump?
Mr. Speaker, I'm loving this loving. I don't often get it. But I say to the honourable gentleman is that people in their own time often go and campaign, and that's what we've seen. It happens in all political parties. People go and campaign and they do what they want to do in their own time with their own money.
Yeah, I mean, Starmer keeps saying this. This is a crock of crap, Greg. Starmer and indeed his deputy there, Angela Rayner, if they had any wisdom at all, you know, this is a Labour initiative to help their equivalents in America, the Democrats, win the presidential election. If they had any wisdom at all, they'd have said, no, let's not do this, because, hey-ho, it looks like Donald Trump might win. He's certainly got a very good chance of winning, and we need to talk, we need relations with this guy after the election. That is madness. Yeah, we'll agree on that. Now, I want to play you something else here. Then we'll talk about how the campaign is going from both parties and who's ahead. This has been posted by the actor James Wood on social media today. This is Kamala. Have a look.
I was like, Mommy, you know,
the thing about this, I always wanted to go to Howard, and I went to Howard. And actually, it was in February of 2004. Olives with cream cheese on dark rye. And so it's remember, I'm a prosecutor. I have focused on that. I mean, in a nutshell. Yeah. And it was the assessor at the time. Can you perform some marriages? We need more people.
Oh, hi, Greg. Yeah, hi. Yeah, what did you make of that then? And what? I mean, as James Wood's, but I don't want to go into specifics here. But James Wood inquired, what is she on? I mean, that wasn't very normal, was it? You know what I'm saying?
No, she's just incoherent. It's really, I mean, I think all the Trump campaign has to do is just, play her clips like that. And, last week when bad news came out after her interview with Bret Baier on Fox, they posted the entire interview and just said the latest campaign ad from the Trump campaign.
Did they do that? I mean, and also, I just hope that, whatever it is that's irritating her nose, whatever it is that's kind of got going there, I hope that's gone now. I hope she gets rid of that problem. You know what I'm saying? Right, let's get back to the election as we cleverly avoid the issue there. Who's winning? How's it going? How's it going in the swing states?
It's definitely trending Trump. There's no doubt about it, Kevin. You see it in the polls. The most recent polls have him leading in all 7 swing states. It's still very close, don't get me wrong, but the momentum is clearly Trump. Gallup came out. They tried to bury it, but Gallup came out this morning with the new poll numbers that show Trump in positive territory on approval ratings for the first time ever. He's up 2 points from, approval, disapproval. He's up 2 or 3. Kamala is down 2 or 3. So it's pretty interesting that the trend right now is really favorable to the Trump campaign, and the Senate races too. Yeah. A lot of toss-ups are now lean Republican. A lot of the lean Democrats are now toss-ups. It's really trending toward the GOP in general.
Yeah, I'll tell you my feeling about this is, I want Trump to win. Not so much for Trump and not so much for all the Trump supporters, but because of the people that it will really infuriate. And you know who I'm talking about. And the Dems over there, I mean, although they can see the direction of travel and it's not good in their favour at all, they'll be stunned in a way, won't they? Because their fuel is Trump derangement syndrome. Don't worry, no one will vote for Donald Trump because it's impossible to like him. He's hateable. That's not working, is it?
No, especially when half the country actually likes him. And, and now it's more than half. He's up 2 points. So, it's the Trump derangement syndrome is hitting all kinds of new levels. And it's all they have, really. Last week, that I mentioned the Bret Baier interview. She mentioned Trump in 27 minutes. She mentioned Trump 23 times. Yeah. Trump did an hour with the same organization, News Corp, your organization, and over an hour, and he mentioned Kamala once.
I'll tell you.
They're losing their minds. I mean, I've got guys, on TV today with me, accusing me of being a racist because I mispronounced her name. I mean, it's just, they're really losing their minds. It's fun to watch.
When are you back, Greg?
Overnight. Flying back tonight.
All right, let's get a drink in very soon. Good to talk to you as always, mate. That's Greg Swenson, Republican Overseas UK spokesperson, it says here. He's like the boss. Anyway, they're based here in London. He'll be back tomorrow, as he was just saying.